Did you ever see a race caught in a spider web?
What? He was flying, did you see that?
I would be very mad if that happened to me. But anyway, welcome to another episode of the Clove to Ascendant series. A series where I try to give a lot of Clove tips and tricks. Last episode we got to Diamond 2, so we're getting there. Let's hop into the first game. Hello everyone. As you probably know by now, looking at your minimap is extremely important. And in this round something funny happened, because I was looking at the minimap and I spotted on the minimap that my teammate KO spotted the enemy Jet, but he didn't realize that he spotted Jet. So I tried to save him by screaming that Jet was in front of him, but he kept running with his knife and I was too late.
Behind. Dude, how did you...
Spike down A.
I sound upset over here, but no worries, I muted myself when I said dude. In the end we got the round and that's what counts. Let's go to the bonus round. I think I say this every game I play on Breeze in this series, but these two smokes are so strong when you want to enter A. It gives a lot of control to your teammates and you can easily push side.
Oi, lucky headshot.
And we also won the bonus round. Always a good feeling when this happens. Now let me give you a tippy for lurking. The reason why going for a lurk is so strong is the element of surprise. Because your whole team pushes one side, the enemies often don't expect you pushing solo from another side. But what if you get spotted? If you get spotted like I did over here, the whole element of surprise is gone, so then your lurk isn't effective anymore. But no worries, you can do two things now. Either go back to your team the safe route, or delay the lurk for a very long time, and let the enemies think that you rotate to your team, so the element of surprise returns. That's what I did over here. I delayed the lurk, the enemies didn't expect me mid anymore, so easy peasy kills.
One enemy.
You have ult, you can fight.
Not today. I mean, A works, right? So let's just go A again, I guess. If it works, it works.
I think I jinxed myself because the enemies realized that A was their weak spot, so they rotated Cypher towards A now. And a tip to everyone, if there's a Cypher on the defender side, try to always avoid him. Oh, another tip for Clove, inside the ultimate you should play a bit more aggressive, but don't push all the way in the open like I did over there, because
even though I need a kill, that was a bad push. You don't have to push that deep to get a kill.
Exactly, Mr. Lowlander, don't push so much in the open. Okay, honestly, this is just one of those games where we push A every round. There's an excuse though, if you have a KO in your team, and your KO can suppress the enemy Cypher, then pushing on the side where Cypher plays is no problem.
They have ulti on A.
He is pushing through.
Two more on A, two more.
To be honest, something I would never recommend is peeking over here on the second pyramid.
Yeah,
Oh! That peek is the definition of an ego peek. If you get to the second pyramid, you already have control over side, so just plant the spike. There's no need for you to peek over there. Whoa, look at that, we go B this round. I didn't think we had that in us.
Oh, yo, bad peek.
You know what, let's just go back to A again.
Spike planted.
Take a look at this round. Me and Cypher were both low HP, but we planted the spike in a 2v4 situation. What I normally like to do in these type of rounds is play it safe, go to main, and play as much time as possible. But since we were in a man disadvantage, and my teammate was in the middle of side, I decided to go for a different route and push aggressively to try to play together with Cypher.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Nice work.
Won it. Another reason why I pushed aggressively was of course because I had my ultimate ready. Something that you shouldn't be doing however is this.
He didn't even want the knife.
No, bro, you let them get it off.
Oh yeah, no, I'm stupid. Oh, sorry dude, I didn't think about that. Exactly, in my mind I thought, oh, I already won the round, let's go for a knife battle. Maybe he also wants to go for a knife battle. But something that you gotta realize is that if the enemy kills you, he can save his gun. And in this case it was an operator. And because of that operator, the enemy got a kill in the first 5 seconds of the round.
Yeah.
Good.
There is ulti on B and on A.
All good though, Mr. Lowlander went on a quick lurk, got a kill, went back to A, planted the spike over there. And now let me give you a tip. If you're the only one alive and you need to play against multiple enemies, I would not recommend to go back to A main. The reason is that if you go to A main, there's a very high chance that you need to peek into 2 enemies. Instead I went for a different approach and searched for an off angle. The reason to force 1v1 battles and kill the enemies one by one.
Breach.
One enemy remaining.
Down. No peeking.
Heyo, no worries. Very good play. One thing I would do different, and that's placing this smoke in the middle of pyramids, but all good. Let's go to the second half now. You remember what I said about peeking the right side of pyramid? It's an eco peek. Don't do it. Chamber, not very smart of you.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Okay, Mr. Lowlander, what is this reaction time? Why didn't you shoot?
One mid is also.
What? Whoa! I think that I thought that the wall was in front of him. But anyway, I could have just shot through the wall, I think. That was a bad play. The rest of the second half was boring until this round. In this round, it seemed like the enemies were going to push B, but they didn't commit. And especially on Breeze, it's important to not over-rotate. So Tippy, until you see the spike or see all the enemies on the other side, just let one player stay on A. That's what I did, and they ended up coming towards me.
One
Eventually, we went all the way to overtime where this happened.
enemy remaining.
I got ult, let me peek first. For the third time, peeking on the right side of pyramid is not good. But since I had my ultimate in this round, then it's a little bit different because you have a second chance, you know. But in the end, my teammate Reyna got the kill, so easy peasy. And we won the game. Plus 18. I think 2 more. Let's go to the next one. Hello, everyone. This game was played on another day. And when it's a new day of Valorant, of course you gotta do a warm-up. Mr. Lowlander, what is this? Okay, we're not warmed up. As we all know, Valorant is a team game. This means that it's always important to pay attention to your teammates and communicate with them. And that didn't really happen in this round. In this round, our teammate Killjoy picked up the orb and then placed her ultimate down. But I had no idea that she was gonna do that, so I pushed in way too aggressive, way too fast, and died long before the ultimate went off. Oi, oi, oi.
Left, well.
Ah, there are 2 inside. I should have waited for the KJ ultimate over there. I didn't realize that KJ.
What?
Honestly, respect for this enemy Sage. Pushing through a smoke in the last second of a KJ ultimate to get a kill. What the heck was she doing? If you're peeking something and you suddenly see an enemy but you want to run away, something that you can do is just try to go for 3 shots while running away. And maybe you get a lucky headshot. Oh! I got that kill!
Home push.
Like I never left.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, before I show this 1v1, I quickly want to zoom in on that Reyna play. A Clove mechanic that you have to know is that if you use your ultimate, you can press X to go out your ulti a little bit faster. And in this round, a little bit before I went around the corner, I pressed X, so I would be ready to shoot on Reyna as soon as she peeked me. If I didn't press X in time over here, Reyna would have time to walk around the corner and shoot me while I was in my animation. An important thing to know. Now can Mr. Lowlander win this 1v1?
I hear him steps.
Okay, I think I got it. I hear them stepping. He does the... Yeah, we got it. Oh, we hear them stepping. Very good, very good. Yes, my friends, if you fake defuse the spike, don't step after that. There's no way for you to be sticking and stepping at the same time. In the next round, we went B again and KJ used her ultimate again, but way too late. I'm not sure if it's my fault for pushing in way too aggressively or KJ's fault for using her ultimate so late, but luckily we got the side.
Oh, I almost didn't got that headshot there.
Just like peeking pyramid on Breeze, peeking to heaven from the backside of Split is an ego peek. You shouldn't be doing it. But I mean, everybody wants to get those kills for the KDA, right?
3 sec. Oh, okay. Aggressive peek, way too aggressive. Wait, now I can peek because there's smoke.
That's true. If you smoke heaven, then peeking isn't a bad thing. Because if the enemy pushes you, they need to go through a smoke, so you get the advantage. However, yes, you just saw me dying in the background. Even though you can peek, it doesn't mean that it's the best play. Because if the enemy has a flash, then they have the advantage again. And that's how I died. The big question. Could I have saved Sage and Jet over here? Maybe Jet. But sorry teammates, my aim is not on point this game.
Oh, he knows I'm here.
Our spike carriers down.
Spike down.
What?
A. Last player standing.
I should have killed him. This next tip might be one of the biggest tips I can give you. Of course, you know that you always should check your corners, right? Usually it's the task of the first person pushing in to check the corners. But now the tip, even if you are the second, the third or even the fourth player pushing in, always just double check a corner. Because there's a chance that your teammates don't do it. And then you have a sneaky red in your back.
No peeking.
Behind.
But all good, my friends. In the second half, we lost the first round, so I had to go eco. And you know what I like to do in eco rounds, right? Play a bit more aggressive than usual. And luckily, Raze didn't see it coming. If you play a game and you ever hear this noise, you just know that an enemy jet is probably high up somewhere. And especially on Split, a lot of jets like to push heaven through window. So all you gotta do is wait it up.
Spike planted.
Oh! Bumpy dumpy. Bumpy dumpy.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, honestly, something that you guys gotta know about this series. I don't show every game because I literally play like 20 games between each rank. So each game I'm losing my mind a little more. But all good, look at my aim.
One mid. What the heck is he doing?
Down mid. One enemy
Ooh.
remaining.
Nice.
My aim. I don't deserve that one.
That's on his mid right side. On your phone.
Minus 60. And after these 3 kills...
What? Think I'll stay. One enemy remaining. Spike
Oh,
down
minus
A.
80 last one. We won this game. Please. No, plus 18 RR. Let's go to the next one. Hello, everyone. In the first round, we basically got C for free, but still, Cypher planted a bit on a safe spot. Nothing wrong with that, but since we had smokes, I would recommend to just plant on the edge of the platform. But all good. When this happens, just play around side and not around main. A few rounds later, we plan to push B, but there's something you gotta know about B. Since it's in the middle of the map, the enemies can rotate to B very quickly. In this round, I didn't realize that, so I started planting the spike when Jet was in front of me. I would not recommend to do that.
Get out of my way. My turn.
What the heck?
My ult is ready.
This round ended up in a 1v1 situation and I was very low HP. This might sound strange, but in a 1v1 with the Clove ultimate, I would recommend to push aggressively before the enemy halves the spike. If you let the enemy half defuse the spike and then you push in, the Clove ultimate is basically useless because you give the enemy time to defuse anyway. So that's why I pushed in a little earlier than usual over here.
Ah, not today, not today. Oh, that was a chaotic round, but we won, we got him.
The next round they gave us C for free again. And if you're feeling risky, you could smoke waterfall and then stand over here as an off angle. When you do this, the pillar will defend you from the defender spawn. And there's a high chance that the enemies don't expect it.
Oh, that was a dangerous peek. He's low?
One
Yes,
enemy
I'm gonna...
remaining.
Oh, never mind.
Never left.
Ah, that ult was not that good, but all good. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
If you ever get stunned by breach, don't stress out, don't run away. Just stay calm and go for that one tappy.
Oh, there. 2 on C. Only 1 A. Push A quick.
I think this next round is one of the most chaotic rounds I've ever played. If you see multiple smokes of an enemy, they're probably gonna do something with it.
Carriers down.
Spike down
Huh.
B. One enemy remaining.
I was... Ah! Last one is in the smoke, in the smoke.
Second half, I got into a 1v1 and I made a big mistake. Just look at this round and tell me what I did wrong.
Spike planted.
Reach one HP, reach one.
Last player standing.
50.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you spot it? I played way too hasty. The spike was nowhere near the explosion. I knew where the enemy was, so after tapping the spike, I should have just played safe. Let Clove peek me instead of me peeking Clove. Let's move on. If you ever see a smoke in front of you, of course pushing through a smoke is often not a good idea. But there are exceptions. For example, when you see a teammate on site. In this round I saw Cypher on site and that's why I pushed through to try to help him.
Oh, I tried to save him, but I couldn't.
I'm alive!
My ult is
How am I alive? Clove.
One enemy remaining.
And then we got into a 2v1 situation. In 2v1s you should always play together with your teammate, but in this round instead of playing together with Raze, I stood a bit more aggressive than usual.
I don't want him to take that gun. Okay. The reason I stood so aggressive is if I went back, he would take this gun and I didn't want that, you know.
Wanna know one of the most stressful situations that can happen in Valorant? If it's a 4 versus 1 or 3 versus 1, you know where the last guy is, and you see on the minimap that all your teammates are running in 1 by 1 and dying 1 by 1.
That's 1-3. Don't go in 1 by 1. We go in 1 by 1.
178.
Okay, good. It's like, you see on the minimap, you see everybody going like 1, and then another one, and then another one, and you just pray like, oh, one of the 3 kill the last guy.
Luckily it ended up all Gucci, because in the end we won this game.
Promotion, my friends. We got the promotion, my friends.
Yes, we're so close, only one more rank. I hope you learned something in this episode, and I see you then. Bye bye.